It's straight bloods. Okay. You know, I'm a Compton Pyru. So is YG, and like it's real weird. The LA gang culture is hard to understand if a nigga don't sit there and break it down for you. Right. But like the '60s is like is right there. Crenshaw and Slauson. It's they Crips, and it's like they them. And so for me too, at the height of my career, I'm still at the height of my career, but at that point, hated and loved it those days. To bring some Crips on stage when I just told the world like it was just nothing but red rags.
Any Crips.
Any Crips,
this
the
is probably
'60s
the
Crips.
biggest Crip gang there is.
Yeah.
I'm asking.
I'm not knocking on niggas' door asking how many, like doing the census on how many Crips it is. But it is definitely, if not the biggest, it's second. Right. I don't know. Right. Like I don't know cryptistics or how that go. That was it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But what I'm saying is that we know what the '60s Crips is. We know what we know like what Big U is. We know what Draws is. We know what Nip was and what he still is to this day, legacy wise. It was not a wise decision to do that, but me and Wack, we did it because it was bigger than that. I felt like it was bigger than that. I felt like this. I met Nipsey on Crenshaw and Slauson. He was selling incense.
Which is, for lack of a better term, from New York. So when you say Crenshaw and Slauson, is that a blood hood? Is that
it's '60s Crip?
That's '60s Crip.
And so Nip when I first met Nip, he was selling incense with a small little curl. You know what I'm saying? But he was cripping, selling incense. I would always get off, you don't know the 105 freeway, it goes from Compton to like LAX, right? Okay. I would always get off the 105 on Crenshaw, because Crenshaw, I go back to Boys in the Hood, like, what you tripping on, Ferris? Like, Crenshaw. I would take Crenshaw, I would take Crenshaw all the way down to Melrose, because I had a brand new Range Rover. Like, I saw Andre 3000 have a Range Rover. I wanted that, so I got a brand new Range Rover. I always get off the 105 freeway on Crenshaw, take Crenshaw the long way, to Melrose, because what you gonna see on Crenshaw? Bitches. I wanted everybody to see gang riding through the city. For some reason, I always get caught up on Crenshaw and Slauson at the light, behind the Altima, behind the Honda. I'm always caught. I always keep the gun on my lap too, because like I'm out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? If you know gang culture, out of bounds. But Nip would always have these incense. One day they had no incense, and usually it'd be him and the incense, and then like just him. This day, no incense, and a gang of more Crips with him too. The niggas start pulling something out his hoodie. I start grabbing for the gun. I'm stuck at a light behind.
Nip is pulling something.
When you say
he pulling something from his hoodie.
They flagging?
Oh, they flagging. They blew up.
And he knows.
It's Jay Stone. It's Ren Paul, and it's a few other niggas who I can't remember their faces to match it with the names. But Nip is in front. They coming at this motherfucking Range Rover, and I'm like grabbing my gun, and like once he get what he getting out of the hoodie, it's not a gun. It's a CD. I'm like, shit. Nigga.
Are you by yourself?
Dolo, always ride Dolo, and not for the sake that I feel like I'm harder than everybody else, but feel like I don't need to explain to your mama why you got killed and I didn't if niggas shoot at this truck. Right. It's women. Wack could tell you, Lolo could tell you, when I go to the club, I ride Dolo. Right. Cause it's like if niggas gonna kill like niggas in the car, like I don't want to be explaining to your mama that why I'm alive and you not. Plus I don't want that on my conscience, so I'd rather just go out like on my own terms. But anyway, Nip pull out a CD. He like, Chuck, you always come through. And this time I'm doing music. Me and my brother, we doing music. He gave me the CD. I made sure I made his numbers on the mother.
You talking about Sam, his brother?
Sam.
Yep.
He gave me the CD. I put it in the car. I bumped it on the way to Melrose to the barbershop. And then I like that shit.
This is a young Nip.
Yeah, it's a young Nip. Right. So me and Wack, we
But describe that for a second. I apologize, because us being from New York, right?
Yeah.
And even let me
Miami.
claim
And
Miami.
LA. I'm LA too.
And he's
born in
LA.
Yeah.
He's the Mexican part.
You switch?
No, bro, I moved to Miami.
I'm
Cuban, so I came to my Cuban people.
I'm about to say we
Southgate, baby, Southgate.
So explain to us.
It ain't safe for you.
Yeah. So explain to us how is a blood could even like a Crips music. How does that work?
It don't work like that unless the music is pulling on your heartstrings. Because then it becomes not blood, not Crip. It just becomes like great music. And that's what Nip sounded like. I was like, this nigga kind of look like Snoop, but he's slinging. He rapping how I would rap if I wasn't Nas and Biggie and Jay-Z influenced. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I would have been.
That's crazy.
And by all means,
That
I
was
can
hard.
still do that and go that lane if I want to. As I told you, I studied hip hop the way that I studied. That's why so many name drops, because these are the niggas that like inspire me. But yeah, man, I met Nip on Crenshaw and Slauson. I went to the studio and Wack. I told Wack that Nipsey just gave me this shit, and then Wack was like, I know I'll fuck with Big U. Like, let's bring him to the studio. And then we did that night. We did They Roll.
So Wack said he fuck with Big U. So he
Big U. I fuck with Nipsey. Now let's tie it in all together, bring the studio, and let's do a few records and let Nip have them. And we did that, and I always told Nip, like, nigga, you got it, you next. I went on the radio like I always do. I told niggas Nip was coming. I did the same thing with Kendrick, because I always try to put on for my city.
No interest that you had in it.
I never like signed a nigga to no paperwork. I was too busy, doing what I was doing. I didn't want to have a nigga's career in my hands. I don't want to Birdman niggas and have Wayne mad at me later. Like, nah, I just want to do game, but I want to point you in the right direction. So I told, I did what I did for Top. Top will tell you, Kendrick, all them niggas, J-Rock, I got on J-Rock's song, you know what I'm saying?
Shout
and
out J-Rock,
help,
man.
Facilitate getting Wayne on it. And we was just like a clique. Like, I just felt like that's what you should do for niggas around your way. So I always been a nigga to put niggas on. Always been a nigga to reach out when I see you in the city and extend, the olive branch so like niggas don't try to play you. Always a nigga you should call when it's a problem, because then I could call Wack, or Wack could call you, or you could call around you. Like, bro, they killed. Literally killed Biggie and Pac, and basically Pac died in Vegas, but still was LA shit. Right. Big died on Wilshire, and La Brea, like right there. Mm-hmm. Pop Smoke, like rest his soul, like died in LA. And then, recently, like Slim 400, he was by this shit all the way till his, last day on Earth. Draco was
died on stage.
Draco was by he wasn't on stage. Draco, Slim is with some hood in the hood shit, and Draco, which was the next nigga up, out of LA, like he Stink Team, them niggas had their shit, but he died, untimely demise, and it's all in LA, and so you got to know that this is. I'm not trying to shit on Baltimore or New York or any of the boroughs or Little Rock, Arkansas. What I'm saying is, it record would reflect that LA is not even y'all niggas, bro. It's just like LA it can be a dangerous place. And you know what leads niggas there? Hollywood, the movies, pussy, all artists move there. And if you think about it, again, I'm not even shitting on New York. I got a lot of love for New York, got a lot of love for New York niggas. LA niggas, we don't up and move to New York and be like, yeah, we gonna go to the code and we gonna buy the jackets.
New York niggas and don't touch in. They don't tap in.
No, some tap in, some don't. But I'm saying, it's warm there, right? We can still get cold. You could drive 4 hours and snowboard in LA, on some real shit. Yeah. We got the fucking weather, we got the weed, we got the money. I remember, like, shout out to my man Branson. But niggas had weed, but not. We got the weed, weather, the women. You heard Kendrick say it. So it's like, I want niggas to really like dial in and just understand, bro. This shit is weird, man. LA will take your shit from you, and it's so. And you know why? Y'all got boroughs, right? Was it 5?
Yeah.
It's 5 boroughs in New York. Right. Picture every gang in LA as a borough, because that's how niggas ride for their shit. But it's hundreds.
But you got
Watts, but it's so. Compton. No, it's not. Those are still cities.
That's cities. It's not.
You know
boroughs.
how many gangs in each city? Maybe 100 in small cities, my nigga. It's like, if it's 5 boroughs in New York, and I tell you that every gang in LA is its own borough, what are we talking about?
Yeah, you're talking about 100 gangs.
And I'm talking about the shit started.
100 boroughs.
100 thousands of boroughs. And I'm talking about all this shit started over a leather jacket at a high school football game. 60s, nigga. Come on, bro. Yeah. But now it's niggas don't want the history lesson. The new niggas,
Palladium Hotel.
Let's talk about it.
The new niggas, these new kids, they don't want. I tell my niggas all the time. They be like, yo, talk to your young niggas and tell the little niggas they don't listen to me. They listen to NBA Youngboy. Right. So I got to call Youngboy and tell Youngboy to talk to these niggas. That's who, it's his time and shit like that.
And you do that?
Do I tell niggas that?
No. Do you call NBA Youngboy?
No. I'm not. You can't tell NBA Youngboy shit.
Okay, no,
what do you mean?
I'm saying.
These niggas you can't tell Lil Durk shit. You can't tell none of these new niggas shit. But they riding. So don't be mad that they doing what they doing. You did it. You just, me and you, we found the loopholes, but niggas, you was doing your shit. We all was. It's not our. It's daytime. Luckily, we still exist in this time. You on the podcast.
We
I don't
find
know.
lanes.
I don't know if you got an album coming out.
Nope.
See, so I'm saying.
Nah, he do. We got it. I got it coming out
We
soon.
ain't
I'm
talking
putting it on
about it. So I'm
TuneCore.
saying.
I'm gonna put it on TuneCore.
But you are existing in their hip hop space. It's them niggas' time.
Love them little niggas.
Love them little niggas.
Love them little niggas.
I tell niggas all the time, they're my little niggas. I love them though. You know they on they shit. So it's like I'm not gonna tell you, I don't with new hip hop. Nigga, is you mad?
Right.
Nigga, be a chameleon. Ice Cube told me this a long time ago, and so did Hov. And we're gonna get back to that because we never went back to that.
Never finished.
Ice Cube told me, man, like longevity is in being a chameleon. Wherever hip hop go, you ride with it. Is you riding or you not? Is you riding or you not? It'll leave your ass. And we seen rappers get left because hip hop changed. Niggas don't respect it and try to stay where they at. And hip hop leave you, drop you off.
Just be righteous. No sex, no drugs, no clubs, no party, no fun. Just hard work, determination, dedication, preparation, no abdication, self-education, and believe in God, man. Do the right thing.
Roger, tell these mother subscribe to the Prophet channel.
Oh, he got you.
I love you to death, and I will always love you, my father, because you didn't see what I had, you see what was deep in my heart.
The only man in the world who can do handstand push-ups with his fist on concrete.
With Prophet Muscle.
Subscribe for more.